Recently, high levels of benzene were detected in several brands and batches of antiperspirant and deodorant body spray products. This is alarming because benzene is a non-human carcinogen. A carcinogen is a substance that causes cancer or helps cancer grow. The purpose of this video is to raise the awareness of the potential exposure to the harmful benzene in our daily life. Benzene, with its chemical structure shown on the left, is a colorless or light yellow chemical that is liquid at room temperature. It is volatile and highly inflammable. It has a sweet odor. Benzene is typically used as a solvent. Benzene is among the 20 most widely used chemicals in the United States. It is mainly used to make other chemicals such as plastics, lubricants, rubbers, dyes, detergents, drugs, pesticides, etc. Benzene is also a natural part of crude oil, gasoline, and cigarette smoke. The most common route of benzene exposure is by breathing in air containing benzene. Benzene can also be absorbed through skin contact with gasoline or other benzene-containing products. Occasionally, people are exposed to benzene by drinking contaminated water or eating some contaminated foods. Workers in industries such as rubber industry, oil refineries, chemical plants, shoe manufacturers, and gasoline-related industries are at increased risk of exposure to benzene. Steel workers, printers, gas station employees, firefighters, etc. are also at risk of exposure to benzene. Other sources of benzene include fumes from gasoline, glues, solvents, paints, and art supplies. Benzene levels in the air can be higher in areas of heavy traffic and at gas stations. People should also be aware that cigarette smoke contributes to about half of the exposure to benzene in the United States. Studies have demonstrated that benzene is linked with acute myeloid leukemia, acute lymphocytic leukemia, chronic lymphocytic leukemia, multiple myeloma, and non-Hodgkin lymphoma. In addition to causing cancer, inhaling or ingesting large amounts of benzene can cause drowsiness, dizziness, headaches, tremors, confusion, etc. Very high levels of benzene exposure can be lethal. Exposure to benzene liquid or vapor can cause irritation of the skin, eyes, and throat. Long-term exposure to benzene can lead to anemia or low red blood cell count. Low white blood cell count, which can compromise your ability to fight infections. Low platelet count, which can cause bleeding or bruises. Irregular menstrual periods, and reduction of the size of ovaries in some women. To limit benzene exposure, people who work around benzene should follow Occupational Safety and Health Administration's guideline for benzene. Cigarette smoke is a major source of benzene exposure. Try to quit smoking if you smoke and avoid second smoke if you do not smoke. Try to limit exposure to gasoline fumes at gas stations. Avoid skin contact with gasoline. Stay away from idling car engines which emit exhaust fumes that contain benzene. Limit or avoid exposure to fumes from solvents, paints, and art supplies. Recently, high levels of benzene were detected in some antiperspirant and deodorant body spray products. A company called Velisure analyzed 108 unique batches from 30 brands of body spray products. 59 batches had detectable levels of benzene. 24 of these contained benzene over 2 ppm. 2 ppm is a conditionally restricted FDA limit on benzene as a residual solvent in drug products. As shown in this slide from Velisure's petition to the FDA, some batches contain over 16 ppm of benzene. This slide listed the names of additional deodorants and antiperspirants that contain benzene over 2 ppm. After Velisure reported the detection of benzene, the consumer product company Procter & Gamble voluntarily recalled 18 body spray products due to the detection of benzene. I put the link to the recall below. I would like to point out that besides deodorants and antiperspirants, certain sun care products, including sunscreens, antifungal products, and hand sanitizers, have also been found to contain benzene lately. We apply different chemicals to our skin and hair every day. We may be exposed to benzene unknowingly if some of the chemicals are contaminated with benzene. Cumulatively, benzene exposure by skin absorption and inhalation may cause significant harms. If you have unexplained low blood cell count or irregular periods, could it be from the exposure to benzene? If you think you may have been chronically exposed to benzene, you can have a blood, breath, or urine test to detect recent benzene exposure. Thank you for watching.